Hello everyone and welcome to the 1.5 snapshot, and today I'm going to be showing you all of the new stuff in the 1.5 snapshot. This is a sequel to episodes 1 and 2 of the things that I did, where I will be going through all of the things that are in 1.5, but for a more detailed look at some things, take a look at the links that are probably on your screen if I remember to do them. So yeah, they're the links, unless I forgot to do them. Okay, so today, there are a lot of things, and I mean a lot of things, have happened in 1.5. Let me just put my render distance down, because for some reason it likes to lag my recording system. Right, so let's get started. At number 1. We have the scoreboard system. This is a system that I promised I would do about last time. You see, here is me experimenting with what you can do with it. But basically, when you type when you type /scoreboard, you'll see that it has the you can either do objective with it, players or teams. I'm going to show you these two today. So what you can do with these, you can go scoreboard objectives, and then you can add, list, remove objectives and things like that. So if we just add one, we'll call it test. Now, criteria type. There are loads of different criteria, well, I say loads, quite a few criterias that you can set, where you can automatically have the objective fill itself based on, I believe it's health, and also, I think it's number of kills or something. But what you can do is, if you're planning on making like an adventure map or something, and you want to use command blocks, you can just put dummy in, and that means that it won't do it automatically. You will have to like approve the objective yourself. So once you've done that, you then put in names like I'll just put do something in. And you see, we have now created a new objective called test. Now, we really want it to track someone. So if we go into players, we can go add, and then we can do, I'll just put my name in, and then objective. So that'll be the name of the objective we just created. So I'm going to put testing, because that's what I called it, and the number of points that I have so far. So now I'll just put 10 in. So now that I have done that, you can see I can now go onto scoreboard objectives, and then I have the option to set display. I'm just showing you all the arguments that you can have. So on here, there are different places that you can have it. I'm going to put it on my sidebar, and I just want it to display my test objective. So now, if you look on the right hand side, you'll see that it's actually come up with the objective. Then my name, well, that's all of the players that are on your scoreboard, and then the number of points I have. There's loads of scoreboard commands, I mean loads of things that you can do with scoreboard. They're the very basics to get you started. Right, on to the next one. Okay, at number 2 we have the effect command, which I was pretty confused about at first, but actually it seems pretty cool. So let's say the effect command basically puts potion attributes onto you. So if I put effect, then I'll put my name, then the name of the effect. Now this is not necessarily the name. You can't just put in haste like that, or jump boost or whatever. Each type has an ID. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I know for a fact that 8 is one of them. I think that's jump boost. So if we go, then you can specify a number of seconds that you want. So I'll put 30 on, and then an amplifier, so how powerful it is. So I'm going to put 30 on for that as well. So you see, it says given jump boost ID 8, yeah, whatever, to me for 30 seconds. If I push E, you see on the left hand side it says I have the jump boost. So if I just go on game mode 0, jump, You see, I have gone very, 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 very high, fallen to my death, etc. Which brings us onto another little feature. Well, a little change that has been added. Let's call it a feature. You see, if you just looked at my die message down there, you'll see that it said that Why is it not working? Why is T not working for me? Oh, there we go. You see that it says I fell from a high place. That is because the developers of Minecraft have changed the not the jump messages, the die messages when you die, to something that is more accurate. Okay. Yeah. Here we have a new block that I literally just touched on episode 2 before I started rambling on about minecarts that were already in the game. This is a new block called quartz block that you can use. So you see, these are the ores. You can only find these Nether Quartz in the Nether. And what you can do with them, you can either use them for decorating, like you've done here. You see that you have different textures you can get. That one's kind of like the wood one, so that'll rotate horizontally like that as well. There is also the slab version of it, and also the stairs, and they can also be turned upside down. So what we can do is, if the actual quartz block itself looks like that, and what you use it for is that you can use it to make some of the new redstone stuff that I am going to be showing you very soon. Okay, and this is the next one, and this is the Redstone Comparator. This is new in the 1.5 Redstone update, and you basically use this to compare two redstone signals. So you see that it will pull signals from the left and the right, and it will compare them basically. Well, it will compare them with the one going straight in between them. So if I just put a signal there, you'll see that the door has opened. This one dot on this end is the output. So that's where the redstone signal will end up. So what will happen is, if this signal coming from this redstone torch going into the middle of it is stronger than these two on the left and right. See, one of them doesn't actually have a signal, the other one has quite a weak signal. But if this one is stronger, then it will output over there. Okay, so next you see are these new items called item hoppers, and they can be used. They have quite a few uses, but basically, I'm going to put an item hopper there. If I just throw an item in, it'll go into the hopper. Now I am going to put a container below this. This can either be, well, it can be a chest, or I believe it can be a minecart chest, kind of, I believe. But yeah, there we go. So that item hopper has now delivered that loose item. It's gone through the tube and into the chest. So it goes from the big bit here into this lovely small bit that goes into the chest. While we're on the topic of chests, I'm glad that somehow worked, even though I didn't plan that. There are these new things that are in 1.5 called trapped chests, where you just put them. This is just a normal chest, etc. But if you put redstone next to it, then while the chest is open, it will emit a weak redstone signal there. So what you can then do is you can get a redstone repeater, put it there to extend the signal, because obviously the signal is quite weak coming from a chest. And I'm just going to put an iron door there. So if I now open this chest, you'll see that it opens the iron door while I'm in it. This will be really useful for maybe in adventure maps or something where you want people to go into the chest. Maybe there'll be a diamond there, and then suddenly a hole opens underneath and they fall. So maybe a bit of a troll if there's a load of diamonds in there. But yeah, on to the next one. Okay, on the next one, I can't believe I've actually missed this one on the first 2 episodes that I did, but basically, this one is called the Dropper. I'm not quite sure if I did this one. I don't think I did. But they are literally just the same as dispensers, but with a difference. You'll see that if I go in, if I just, I don't know, I'll put a redstone block in there. And then I'll put a button on. You'll see that it literally just shoots the redstone block across. So let's say if I got an arrow, if I just got an arrow, put it in there, if I click, you'll see it shoots just the arrow. In a normal dispenser, that would fire the arrow and it would give someone a very sore knee. But actually, in this, the dropper that we have here just drops the item, which could be useful in adventure maps and things, where you just wanted to give someone an item and not use command blocks. So, a very nice way to give people items. On to the next feature. Okay, something that fit in quite nicely there that I actually dropped, I don't know how this is happening, is these redstone blocks. I also used it with the comparator. You see, you could use it as decoration if you wanted, you know, decorate the house a bit. No, they can be used for much greater things. Basically, redstone blocks can basically be used as a redstone torch, meaning that they output a strong redstone signal. So, both decoration or signal. Pick your choice. Go on. Okay, and on to the next one. And next, it is a new type of rail. We are doing the Activator rail. And this is like a normal rail, but with a difference. You see that if I get like rail, if I get just a powered rail, normal rail maybe, I'm just going to make a quick little track here, doesn't have to be all powered, and then I'm going to put an activator rail here. Now, if I go and I'm just going to power this with my redstone block, you see what I did there? You see how no, never mind. Yeah, so there I've powered my powered rail. And basically, if I go and power this as well, if I get a minecart with TNT inside it, I right click, I'm going to place it, push it, and then basically it activates it and is about to explode. I didn't really think this through. But there we go, poor Nether Quartz building, and yeah, wow. Okay, next, after that little TNT explosion, we have a daylight sensor. Now, I'm guessing that you will be able to tell, you will already know what this does. You see, if I put one of these daylight sensors down here, and then I'm going to put a bit of redstone there, you'll see it's outputting a bit of redstone. So if I go time set, if I set the time to night, it's not going to output a signal. But if it's, for example, in the middle of the day, it will output a signal. So yeah, there we go. Daylight sensor. Next, we have the weighted pressure pad. You'll see here, there are these 2 types of weighted pressure plates. That you can get iron ones and you can get gold ones, I believe. Yep. So these are just like normal pressure plates, but with a difference. You see, normally with a normal pressure plate, step on it, it'll activate. Let me just put some redstone down to demonstrate. When you're on it, it'll activate. However, weighted pressure plates, no, they don't activate. Why don't they activate? Tell me. Well, you'll see, if I drop an item onto it, then it will release a very small redstone signal, which you can then extend with a repeater. Okay, on to the next one. Next up, we have Bob. You can see that you can now name... The pig looks normal. Where did Bob go? What did you do with Bob? Well, in the new in 1.5, you can rename mobs that you've spawned. This will be really useful for adventure map things. You can rename mobs using an anvil. So that's Bob. That's Bob's spawn egg that I just had. So I'm just going to go and get. Right, let's get a villager. I'm going to get one of these. I'm going to put it into the anvil and I'm just going to rename it Jeff. This is Jeff. Spelled wrong probably. You can see that his name is now Jeff. So that's Jeff. Even if you right click on it, it says Jeff. So yeah, that is how you rename monsters and Jeffs. Oh, baby Jeff! Oh god. They're still called Jeff. Why? What? Why? Awkward. There are lots of other things in Minecraft 1.5 as well, like loads of bug fixes, a load of behind the scenes thing. For example, if I just go on onto my lovely world, you can see that if I just go on create it, which I am, you'll see that here. If I go into, you see, obviously there's a light coming off the beacon. If I go into options, if I go into video settings, and I turn smooth lighting off, you can see that it's more blocky and everything, the lighting. So it also provides more options. Lighting wise, like it has a better lighting system. It also has a better texture pack system. Like I believe they're in separate files now, and also they're hidden away in the options menu rather than the normal menu. But yeah, there are loads of bug fixes in 1.5 as well that I think you'll I think will show a lot. And 1.5, the Redstone update, was overall just a fantastic update. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe. You can also find us on Twitter @TheJerTeam. But for now, goodbye.